You just stop scratching yourself. It's gonna be all over the microphone. Just gonna be the constant, like, in the background.
Troy, are you making more background noise that I'm going to have to edit out?
He can't stop moving.
You are the
he can't
worst.
Stop moving. Anyways, hello and welcome to Off the Chain. And actually, just a side note before we get started, we're not entirely sure we're going to be calling it Off the Chain podcast. It's still in debate. It's a work in progress. So.
Get out of here.
Yeah, let's get started. Today...
I don't know, we're 3 pods in.
No, we're still...
Yeah, we got emails today. We're set.
No. I think we could still go with a better title, guys. Anyways,
Whatever.
We have a special guest for you today. We have Troy Chewy. Welcome to Troy Chewy.
Hi, I'm guesting here at Stefan's place in Japan.
Yeah, he came all the way to Japan just for the guest on our show.
Oh, and I'm Jeremy, and I'm not in Japan.
Oh, excellent.
Troy, you'll have to make a guest appearance when I'm in France.
I'll just guest appearance at everyone's destination.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how was your guys' week, seeing as Troy was visiting Japan?
A lot of stuff happened.
It looks like you guys just went to like 10 different shrines and gardens.
Basically.
Pretty much. So I got here on like March 26th, and I spent 5 days in Tokyo. Went all over the place in Tokyo. Bought a lot of souvenirs in Tokyo. An undisclosed amount of dollars were spent on souvenirs.
An undisclosed what? Are you scared to, like, you don't want to put on your tax return or something?
Yeah.
And then I made my way to Nagoya to see Stefan. And I've been with Stefan for about a week and a bit.
And it's been the happiest week and a bit in my life.
I've eaten a lot of good food.
Oh my god, yeah. That's pretty much the one thing that was my one goal, was just eat all the food.
Yep.
Had some interesting things.
Was it as good as the chicken and waffles?
Some of it, I think.
I'm trying to remember what we ate together.
Oh, we had the tofu in Kyoto, because
Ooh,
Kyoto is famous for tofu.
And just that whole meal in general was really good because we met up with 2 strangers.
Yeah, because they told us we had to wait, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Because there were only 2 of us. It was a traditional style restaurant. So there was like a little room for each table, and each table held about 4 people. And there was a Chinese lady who was waiting there, and an old Japanese guy came in. He said he was like 62 or something.
Yeah, he was like in his 60s.
Yeah. Anyways, he told the Chinese lady that you don't eat at a traditional Japanese restaurant alone because each room holds 4 people. And I guess that's why our wait time was going to be so long. So he was like, I want to join you. Like, I'll eat lunch with you.
But it was like in really bad broken English. So she was really having a hard time understanding what he was trying to get at.
Yeah, because she didn't even speak any Japanese either.
No.
We actually decided to invite them to our lunch as well. Yeah. So we got
had
in.
4. So we got in like immediately.
Yeah, because we had the 4 people. And then, so this Japanese guy couldn't speak any English, and the Chinese lady couldn't speak any Japanese, but they understood the kanji, which is that Japanese writing, the Chinese writing system that the Japanese essentially stole. And so
in order to understand the old Japanese guy, we had to translate to Chinese and then into English.
So it's like the weirdest game of
It
telephone.
was, yeah. It was actually a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it was really, and the tofu dishes were so good.
Especially the cream one. I think the cream one definitely gave the chicken waffle a run for its money.
Yeah, definitely.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then there's been the matcha lattes.
Oh, matcha lattes. Actually, I don't know. The one at the cafe that we went to, where it was the kind of chunky in there.
It was kind of chunky.
Yeah.
I had another one, though, the other day in Osaka. I went to a little cafe and had a French toast and a matcha latte, and it was really good.
Oh, and the fluffy French toast.
Ooh, yes.
That was really good. Because we wanted to have those really thick, fluffy pancakes, which are fairly famous in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But we ended up getting fluffy French toast instead.
Yeah.
That's probably better. Pancakes are... I've never ever been a fan of pancakes.
I'm a bigger fan of pancakes. But
Get out of here.
These fluffy pancakes are like an inch thick.
An inch?
Yeah, I've seen lots of pictures of them.
Yeah, maybe an inch, yeah.
I wonder if France has fluffy baguettes.
Those are like croissants, man.
Oh, right. Well, my week was good. I had my last class yesterday. I skipped chemistry today because I didn't want that to be my last class in my undergrad.
Ooh,
So,
bad kid.
yeah, I finished classes.
But chemistry is the central science.
No, it is not. It's very derivatively on this, like, way lateral from the central sciences.
No, without chemistry, you don't have life. Without life, there's no science.
Okay, we've been over this. Math essential, and then physics, and then chemistry, and then biology.
No. Math came.
You know what?
Because of
We can
chemistry.
debate this in pedantics and semantics.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, finished my classes. I present my honors poster tomorrow, so I was cramming that in because my results are kind of confusing. And that's pretty much it. I'm still waiting on that email from UBC Physio.
oh yeah.
I got an interview to Alberta,
Ooh, when's that?
April 29th.
Congratulations.
It was supposed to be, they emailed me and said it was on May 5th, and I was like, you guys said it was on the 29th. And they're like, yep, it's also on the 5th. And I was like, well, I already committed to being a white horse. And they're like, okay, we can change it for you. And I was like, sweet.
I'm glad that worked out.
Yeah, because I'm going to Whitehorse to go play squash with, like, there's a bunch of squash club people that live there.
In Whitehorse?
Interesting.
Yeah, they go to school here, but they're actually from Whitehorse.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that there would be such a big squashing community in Whitehorse.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Apparently the Yukon's pretty good.
Ah, well, what the heck? Japan has like nothing for squash. Ridiculous. And there's so much more people here.
The place I'm planning on going to in France has the former world #1 squash player living there. He's still like number 3 in the world or something.
You should play him.
Oh yeah.
Challenge him.
Oh
Use
yeah.
your French. Find him and then say, wait, how would you challenge him in French? Give it to us.
Slap him with a glove and then throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
The gentlemanly way of...
I think I'll challenge him to something like swimming instead of squash. So I can say, I beat the world's former #1 squash player. And then just don't say in what, and people will assume squash.
What? But then, yeah, he's not going to accept...
Yeah, until they listen to this pod.
A swimming... Yeah, well, wait. Make it a deal so that you challenge him in swimming and he challenges you in squash kind of thing. Because then you could still say, I beat you, or I beat the world's #1 squash player. But then there's more chance of him actually accepting, because I don't think he would accept a swimming race against you.
Maybe he wants swimming lessons. Hey, if he wanted swimming lessons and I wanted squash lessons, that would be a great deal.
Yeah, so it's still like a trade like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, back to how would you challenge this guy in French?
Est-ce que tu veux jouer avec moi? But I don't know how to say against.
Ce soir.
Ce soir. Voulez-vous danser avec moi? Ce soir. La la.
So you're challenging him to a dance. Wait, that's not even really like a challenge. That's just like an invitation.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to
Will you
challenge
dance
in
with
French.
me?
In French.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really sure either. No, you can't
Me
say
either.
like
I don't know.
in English. You don't just say. Well, I guess you do say like I challenge you to a swim off.
I don't think anyone says challenge. It's kind of like for swimming. It's like, do you want to race?
Oh, do you want to race? Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't say, do you want to play squash? Because that doesn't imply that it's like a competition or even a game.
Do you want to battle?
Do you want to bet?
Stefan, you're the one who can actually speak French. You should be telling me how to say
I
this.
have my Pokemon. Let's battle. I don't know how you would say that in French. That's why I wanted you to tell me.
And you thought I would be the wealth of knowledge on this topic?
Heck yes.
Let me live in France for a little bit.
You will be soon
Oh,
enough.
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
you will be.
man.
I don't know. How could you say challenge in French? Just add a challenger. Nope, that's wrong. I can already tell that's wrong.
Challenge.
Oh, gosh.
I know how to say like competition.
That's close enough.
Yeah. Well,
I like a battle.
anyway, you guys should tell one of your adventure stories, and then we'll chat about
What's
some of the
best
questions we
adventure
got
we've
from
had so
our
far?
listeners, which are now plural.
What? We have listeners?
Yes, we have multiple, more than one, enough to say several listeners.
Wait, questions from our listeners. Did more than one send in an email?
Wait, who listened to our podcast?
We got 2 emails. 2!
Holy, we're flying off the charts now.
We're totally off the chain now.
We are up 200%.
Wait, why
That's
did
like
I say off the chain?
Infinite more questions than we got emailed in last week.
What are you talking about? My mom emailed me. Well, she Facebook messaged me.
That's why I said email.
A question from my dad. Okay, so who sent you any? Wait, who did you send our cast to?
Hey, you guys will find out when we ask the questions. I don't want you to be prepared for these questions.
Prepared? It makes it sound like it's going to be hard to answer them.
So wait, I know these people then. If you won't tell me who it is, then I must know the person.
You do know the people.
Did you send it to Rod?
No, but I should have. Damn, I'm playing squash with him tomorrow. I'll hook him up with a copy of episode 1.
Let's talk about, I don't know, something in Japan. Our biggest adventure in Japan.
Okay, well, I guess I could ask, what has been both of your favorite things in Japan so far?
Mine's Yuko.
Okay, well, besides that.
I mean, yeah, we went to Kyoto, and we wanted to see the cherry blossoms bloom, and it was supposed to bloom already.
Yeah, okay. The most disappointing thing is that the cherry blossoms are having a late bloom. So some trees, like certain types of trees, have bloomed, but the majority of them have not bloomed yet.
Hey, we're looking good here, though.
Oh my god, yeah. Is it over in Victoria already?
No, it's like just getting into full swing. We started really late this year. We're like a
That's
month
nice.
behind.
Right? Yeah, it's late
Probably
here,
because
too.
of all the snow we got.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it's been really sunny and warm over here, and I was really surprised that it's not been blooming yet. See.
Oh, there was that park that we went to in Nagoya. So because I live in Nagoya, I don't know, there's not much to see here, especially in the way of shrines, which is what we did all in Kyoto. Just a ton of shrines. But we found a park here, and there were trampolines at this park.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a huge slide, and it looked like one of those slides where you had to scoot yourself down the whole way.
Siawase Park.
Oh, shiawase,
Siawase.
which means happiness in Japanese.
It's the happiness park.
Yeah. Shiawase koin. Yeah, so anyways, I didn't actually try the trampolines because there were some Japanese punks on there. I mean, they must have been like 10 years old, but still, they were hanging out.
10-year-old Japanese punks that you'd.
Yeah, it was intimidating. I didn't want to go there and.
See, I wanted to try the slide, but I didn't want to do it while they were there.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't want them judging me.
So we just played on the like.
Troy,
monkey
you are
bars.
literally never gonna see those kids again.
I mean, I'm most likely not going to see them again either. The park was in a different part of the city.
Yeah, it's like a half hour away.
Yeah. Anyways, there was also that slide, but that slide wasn't just a metal sheet. It was a bunch of rollers.
Like rollers, yeah.
So you could actually slide down that slide. We'll roll down the slide.
I don't think it worked though, because when we got there, a little girl was going down and she had to scoot along as well.
I think it's because she wasn't very heavy. Because at the bottom of the slide, I put my foot on it, and they all rolled very well.
Perhaps.
And there was that little monkey bar thing that we tried.
Yep. That I kept hurting my shoulder on because...
Yeah, and...
So out of shape.
Oh yeah, I'm so out of shape too. So these monkey bars were kind of vertical. Well, they were actually kind of at an angle. They were diagonal. So you had to go up and across at the same time. And yeah, it just hurt my shoulders. And it hurt Troy's shoulders.
Hurt my shoulders particularly. Every time I swung from my left arm, my shoulder on my right would crack.
You guys are a disgrace to the athlete community.
We are so old.
I stopped exercising for like 3 days to study for my biomechanics final and do my honors poster, and I felt like trash. I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah, we feel like trash. And then I dropped down from the monkey bars, and I hurt the bottoms of my feet too. And I was like, oh my god, I'm too old for a park now.
Yeah, we're too old. I feel like it would have been okay because these last 2 weeks I have walked more than I do in like a year.
Oh my god. You know how I sent you that editing software, Stefan?
Right, yeah, I got it.
I think I would prefer if you exercised rather than spent your time editing.
I'll try and do both. I'm gonna try and do both. Yeah. Okay. So Troy, you pulled up a list. What do you got on here?
All right. There was the giant Buddha at that park as well. It was like massive Buddha that like crept over top of the tree line that you could see from like way off in the distance.
Oh yeah. So as we were approaching from the train station, you just see Buddha's head peeking over the trees.
I saw those pictures, yeah.
There was 300 yen crepe day.
Oh my god.
That was a good day.
Yeah. So we had a bunch of crepes.
Yeah, it's like $4 crepes.
Aren't crepes
basically.
not Japanese?
No, they're not, but they're very popular
Yeah,
here.
Italian restaurants and like French cafes are
So they're like the really flat things and the really puffy things.
Yeah.
very popular here.
Yeah. No. Yeah. They're like French pastries or French desserts and Italian food, Italian pasta.
Oh, speaking of exercise, actually, I figured out the secret to getting buff.
Oh, really?
I did. So I came to the conclusion that if you just get shirts in a whole bunch of different sizes and start slowly wearing smaller and smaller sizes, people are going to think that you're getting bigger. Because somebody commented that my shirt was kind of tight, and it was just because I had washed it and not worn it in a while, like a combination of the two. And then I was like, hey, I could just wear small shirts all the time and not have to exercise.
Unless you start getting pudgy.
Okay, well...
Then you'll be like Superman at the gym.
I
You
guess-
always wear the tight Superman shirt.
I see that guy all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I guess there's a threshold. Like you do have to exercise some, but you don't have to get buff. So you guys might want to consider that.
Okay, but exercise some. Do you mean like strength exercises? Or
No,
could
I
just
mean
be
you
a
don't
runner?
like you don't need to do the hypertrophy stuff. If you just do enough aerobic work to like not get pudgy, you're golden.
So just wear tight clothing. Well, I do have those meggings now too.
But you can't just jump into the tight clothing. Like it has to be a transition.
How do you transition to tighter pants? Oh, skinny jeans. Okay, I'll wear skinny jeans.
Not the
first.
pants. Like not the pants. You don't want to accentuate the skinniness of the legs. Like you maybe want slim, but like you want like the shoulder, like just under the armpits to be like really tight, and people will be like, "Whoa, your pecs are huge."
Yeah, but Jeremy, your pecs are still huge right now.
That's not true at all,
Mine-
Stefan.
Mine have shrunk. My boobs are saggy now.
You've atrophied
saggy.
so much.
Oh my god! But I did learn. So I learned. I learned in Japanese to say full is to say ipai, like you say your
Yeah.
stomach
Ipai.
is ipai. But I misremembered the word to opai, which means boobs, and so I was trying to say I'm a little bit hungry, and I said chichai opai, which means I have a little boobs or a little bit of boobs.
Oh gosh.
So I do have a little bit of boobs, just a little bit.
But Stefan, you were very recently like an Adonis.
I know, very recently. That was like 6 months ago. It's been 6 months since I've moved to Japan.
It's only been 6 months.
It's been
What do you mean only? I feel like that's been a long time.
Feels like,
only
like
been
longer
2
than
weeks
that.
for me.
It feels like 2 weeks.
Hmm.
I guess yeah, because I'm having all these new experiences, so it drags the time out for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else? What else do you want to talk about, Troy?
We went to a maid cafe.
Oh my god, yeah, the maid cafe.
That is an interesting experience. It's like the Hooters of Japan.
So it's just these girls who dress up as maids.
Oh
like in
my
the
god.
traditional black and white. Yeah, right? And they speak in high-pitched, cutesy voices, which...
Terrible when they put on the microphone.
Oh my god, yeah, because then they did a little dance performance and the girl was singing along to the music, and yeah, just a cute voice on a loudspeaker does not make a good mix. And they also got us to say, instead of "excuse me" when we want
We
their
had to
attention,
meow.
yeah, we had
But
to go
like the Japanese meow, so it was like nian nian.
"nyan nyan."
Oh,
And
but I've
then-
been practicing my Canadian meowing for so long.
Which is a thing in Japanese culture. The waiter never goes to you. You have to call the waiter when you're ready to order.
Which is so convenient, so you don't have to feel.
Isn't it similar in a lot of Europe too?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think it's better because then you don't have like the waiter checking in on you like every 5 minutes asking if everything's okay.
Yeah, the use of their time is a lot more efficient too.
Mhm.
Yeah. But instead of saying "excuse me" at this cafe, we had to meow in a cute way.
I love it. I love it.
And then before we got our food, they got us to say, okay, ready? Moi moi Q. You guys, and for the listeners, you couldn't actually see it, but we made a little heart with our hands, and each time we said moi, we really like pump the heart out. Moi moi Q.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, so it was a very, very gaijin thing to do, a very white person thing to do at this.
Yeah.
So like they're taking the like American stereotypes and then incorporating them back into a restaurant in Japan.
Basically, but according to my roommate Eugene, he's the one who really he found out about this thing and he really wanted to go, so he had invited us. And according to him, they actually took the idea from Europe. So this idea of the maid cafe came from Europe and they brought it over to Japan. So I guess Western stereotypes of cute Japanese girls, maybe.
It's definitely weird because it's not even just like male tourists that go. Like Japanese couples will go.
Oh no, the baby!
Yeah, a family came in with their baby.
That must have been less than a year old. And when they started the loud music, it was hurting my ears. And I was like, well, what about the baby? This baby was in the stroller, so I couldn't really see. I was like, well, maybe they have like the earplugs. But no, the mom took the baby out halfway through the performance. And this baby doesn't have any earplugs in or anything. And this music is just blaringly loud.
Yeah, it'll be a deaf baby.
Yeah.
It wasn't even crying though.
It sounds like you're a sensitive old man, Stefan.
We are old people.
My ears. Oh, my feet. My shoulders.
We're so old.
So now you believe me. We're old. We're too old for this.
Oh my god. You guys are disgraceful. You're not going to survive that race of 400 in like 8 years from now or whatever.
No, I am not. Troy, definitely not.
Hey, I am a master of dry swimming.
You were a master of dry swimming.
Yeah. Hold on. What was it, like I don't know, 2 hours of no swimming and then dry swam? Oh no, because it was finals, so half a day. This one's 10 years. A 10-year dry swim.
Yeah, but that also with the dry swim that I did, I didn't even know I was swimming, so it was like half a day of no warm-up, and then like 2 minutes to all of a sudden get ready and jump into the water.
That happened to a friend of mine at like I can't remember. We had to meet her like a couple months ago, and he like totally didn't know what he was doing, and he showed up, walked on deck, changed, and then went and raced his 200 fly.
Oh, 200 fly.
And he did like 2 seconds over his best time, and I was like, nice.
So obviously his best time needs to be faster.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe his adrenaline was going.
Yeah, that's probably it, yeah.
Shout out to you, Bryce, pushing through that dry swim 200 fly pain.
Yeah, Bryce. I don't think I would have done it. Actually, I probably would have done it, actually, yeah.
What else did we do?
Oh, in Kyoto?
Yep, we ended up going to Kyoto on Friday, and there were some really nice places there.
I think we should insert our questions here.
Okay, I like this idea because I want to know who the hell listened to our podcast already. Oh, and we're calling it the cast, right? Cast.
It is a little bit incongruent with how we've labeled everything already, but...
The pod. Yeah, and everyone always says pod. Even I say pod sometimes. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Just stick with pod. I don't think it's a good idea to be disconnected from...
You know what? If you as a listener have any say, email us at offthechainpod@gmail.com. And whether you think we should continue with the cast.
It should be called a cast while you email off the chain pod.
No, I think cast is unique, and it's like the idea of us casting our podcast out there, you know? It's like we're fishing for an audience.
Man, are we ever. Okay. Here, we have our first question from Christopher, and he asks, but if you had to either... What's that?
You should read this in Australian accent. Is it that, Chris?
Yes.
Okay, put on your best Australian accent and go.
Okay, I'll just start over. All
right.
So our first Christopher is from a Christopher, and he says, "Oi, mate. Any of you can choose to answer this question and apply it to whoever. But if you had to either 100-sized duck versions of your podcast member of choice, or one podcast member-sized duck by height, it's a big duck, which would it be?" Okay, well, that was my best attempt at that Australian accent.
That was amazing. No, actually though, because I remember your Australian accent before was not even an accent. I don't even know what it was. But that was...
It's really hard because I can't hear myself with my headphones on, so I have like very little feedback on what I sound like.
No, I don't know. I mean, you living with an Australian has definitely helped you with your Australian accent. That's crazy.
I'm good at like the slang sayings that he has.
Yeah.
Like when he's like,
such as what?
"Get around me, mate," or like,
"Get around me,"
or like, "That's a right ripper."
That's a right ripper.
Or anytime he talks about port, like I could just rattle out port in Australia. But anyway. What do you guys think? If you had to either fight 100 duck-sized versions of your podcast member of choice, or one podcast member-sized duck by height,
well,
it's a big duck.
I am a duck already, so I mean, you could probably just fight me. I'd be regular size, like now.
I feel like it'd be easier to fight one podcast member sized duck than 100 like little Jeremys or 100 little Steffens. Because that is way too many to fight.
I'm picturing a bunch of ducks with like Jeremy's head on it, with a beak coming out of his face.
Okay, but
or
if they were
ducks with Troy's face,
if they were like duck level intelligence and 100 of them, I think I might have a square chance.
Well, but obviously they would fly away.
No, but if they had the intent of attacking me. But if it was 100 Stefan intelligent Steffens that were duck sized, I'd be screwed.
What do you mean? Ducks can fly?
No, but they're little Jeremys and Steffens.
Oh, I'm still picturing ducks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is true. So it depends on their level of intelligence then.
But at the same time, you're not that big. I think I could take a duck as big as you, Stefan.
See, that duck would fly away. Maybe. I mean, if it's like a crane. Or no, what's that thing in Alberta that you're supposed to? What's that bird called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, you're not supposed to cross them because they're dangerous. They're like being hit by a baseball bat.
Yeah, like if a duck as big as you got the first shot on me, like it would be tough.
It would be over. Game over. It would be like it would be like a big baseball bat.
Wait. Does this giant duck also get a fly? That's a game changer.
I mean,
duck
I assume that
fly. It was super
all of them can fly.
That's what I was thinking.
I guess based on the way this question is written, so 100 duck-sized version of the podcast member, or one podcast member-sized duck. So it's the duck that's big and it's the person that's small. So based on that, I have to fight a big duck.
Yeah, because of its intelligence. Yeah.
Well, that's the answer to that question.
Yeah, just 100 little Jeremys using their intelligence. That'd be game over. It'd be like Home Alone type stuff going on.
Yeah,
you'd be using all the leverages to your advantage. And, what?
So here we have a question from Colo, and he asks, what are the top 3 items on your respective bucket lists?
My bucket list?
I don't have a bucket list.
Neither do I.
I have a list and a bucket. Maybe that's the same. So you actually have a bucket list, whereas Troy and I, our guest does not. We probably should have prepared our guest for this.
Yeah, I was unprepared for this pod.
Ugh,
cast. It's a cast.
Whatever.
Okay, so Jeremy, you go first. Your bucket list?
Okay, well, we have French hip-hop group. So I guess join a French hip-hop group.
Oh, yeah.
And by I guess, I mean join a French hip-hop group because I wrote this.
Yes. I guess I should follow past Jeremy.
Another one is sitting on one of those like corner cafes in France, just drinking a tea or whatever. Like surrounded by all the brick buildings and like the cobblestone walkways.
Oh, that's going to be easy. That's also going to be so nice when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that'll be really enjoyable. And then I have a bunch of other ones here, and I think the third one would be... Well, I already did skydiving. I guess the third one would be that glacier skywalk, like how they have that glass walkway or on the edge of the mountain.
Oh, in China.
I think it's in the Rockies.
Oh, wait, really? They have one in the Rockies?
I think they have one in the Rockies.
Oh.
I would like to do that, but I would like to do it with somebody like you who would be scared.
Oh my god, yeah, I'd be terrified.
What are your guys's?
I want to visit Rome and Greece. That's my next destination. That's about as far as I got on my bucket list. I don't have a whole lot of wants, really. Stefan?
Yeah, so I don't really have a bucket list either. But for me, it's difficult because, as you all know, I can't decide what I want to do for my life, hence why I'm in Japan, basically running away from my problems. Running away from the need to choose, make a decision. But yeah,
when problems in Japan shows up, he'll move to a different country.
Basically, yeah. So
hey, you've got hundreds to choose from.
Yeah.
Zambia.
Why would you start there? I don't even know what's in Zambia.
Me either.
Like, the bucket list doesn't have to be a big thing. It could just be like something like me sitting in a cafe.
Right, yeah. That's a pretty good goal. I like that. For me, it's hard for me to come up with a goal for my life. That's one of the biggest things I struggle with, just a lack of direction. But I do kind of have a plan here. I kind of think it would be cool to stay in Japan until 2020 for the Olympics in Tokyo. And then I would basically be established here. I would have quite a bit of Japanese knowledge. And so I think it would be a lot easier to view the Olympics. I think actually that's one of my bucket list. I want to go to the Olympics.
Yeah. Ooh, I thought of something else that I want to do. I want to be an old man sitting on the porch while I troll my grandchildren.
Gosh, Troy, you are so close to being there.
I mean, he's old.
I just need the grandchildren.
Yeah,
that's literally all you need.
He's a troll. Such a troll. And a memer.
No.
Yeah, and so I think after Tokyo, I want to go to Italy, definitely. I want to teach English. That's a good one.
Ooh.
I like that. Definitely.
Yeah. And then when Stefan's in Italy, that's when I'll take my Greece and Rome trip and be a guest on the pod again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In like 5 years where this pod is still definitely running.
Yeah, that's fine. I can go to Korea in the meantime.
Oh, freaking Dance with Mina Myung. That's got to be on my bucket list.
Yeah, how's that not first?
I
Right?
don't know, man. That should have been first.
I can't believe you forgot about that. But this actually reminds me about our first podcast because I recently listened to it to give you some feedback. And we skipped over Mina. We talked about Mina Myung being in California and we missed her by about 1 week.
Yeah, I know. Ah!
So for those who don't know, Mina Myung is a dancer from Korea. She has plenty of videos on YouTube. Was it 1 million dance studio or something?
Yeah, 1 million dance studio.
Yeah, so I don't know. Jeremy every once in a while gets this idea in his head that he'll work on a skill, and he actually follows through with it, like the beatboxing. I remember your first attempt at beatboxing was like, ba-ba-bop! And I was like, what the hell is that supposed to be? I have no idea what you're trying, like, what noise are you trying to make? And you were like, no, it's the drums, because apparently somebody had just told a very cheesy joke. So you were trying to go, ba-dum-tss, but you said, ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
But no, you can actually beatbox now. So give us a demonstration of how far you've come.
Oh, God.
It's degraded.
I'm going to bump this up when I edit this audio.
It's a full breakdown rap.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Me llamo T-Bone, la arenga discoteca.
Discoteca, muñeca, la biblioteca. Esta bigote grande, la pero manteca.
Manteca, bigote, pequeño, café. Oh, you screwed up the beat.
Okay, my rhythm still sucks, but my beatbox is better.
That was amazing. So, anyways, Jeremy got this idea into his head that he wanted to learn some dancing, like hip-hop dancing. So he started watching these hip-hop videos. And he found Mina Myung. I don't know how did you find her?
It actually went in the opposite direction. I was watching these videos and enamored by them, and that caused me to want to do hip hopping. I've actually gone to like 3 or 4 of those drop-in hip hops now.
Well, I've only been to the one, but it was fun.
I don't know how I found Mina. I remember the first video I saw of her, and then I just started watching 1 million.
Now it's Jeremy's biggest crush.
It was his love at first sight, Mina Myung. So you guys should definitely check out Mina Myung and her dance videos, because Jeremy has probably watched each one of them 1,000 times.
Oh, I have watched some of them a lot. I've got to have one to recommend to the people.
Okay, what's that?
I'm looking at my Mina playlist right now.
your Mina playlist. I thought you were gonna say your YouTube history.
Okay, let's see. Well, the Stronger by Clean Bandit was the first one I watched her do. And I really enjoy that one. I think it's a good introducer. Like, it's a more contemporary style hip hop. Like, they're very lyrically based now in a lot of places. Let's see. I really like Side to Side is a good one. Let's see. Oh, Drop That Kitty. Classic.
No. This is like the Do You Like Drugs? Because there was that one summer where you played that song over and over and over.
I can see that.
Do you like drugs?
Do you like love?
Yeah? Well, me too. No, then this one's like, drop that kitty down low. That's all I remember.
Oh, yeah.
What a ridiculous song.
Oh, gosh. Do you guys have any more quick Japanese stories to tell before we do the pedantics and semantics and then shut it down?
Yeah.
Kyoto.
So, yeah, because we were in Kyoto, we checked out like a night market area, which was pretty cool. It was closing down when we got there.
Mm-hmm.
But there was an area that we walked through that was just a bunch of clubs, I guess. Some clubs and bars and stuff. And so I wrote down on my list here, blowjob. Do you remember this story?
Yeah. Some like younger guy, as we passed by, did like a motion with his hand. He was like, blowjob? We just kept walking by, but later thinking about it, like, why do they have a guy advertising that?
Yeah. So in Japan, they often have people standing on the sidewalks advertising whatever business. They're trying to get people to come into their business. And so this guy was standing outside of a club or whatever it was, and he just said, blowjob? In like broken English. Yeah.
Brojob?
Brojob. Well, I hope not. I don't know. Yeah, like why would they have a guy doing that? That's less enticing.
Because, I mean, I assume it was, he was just advertising. He wasn't actually advertising himself.
Yeah.
He was advertising the business.
It should have been like, well, I mean, if it's from you, yeah. I don't know if he would have understood, though. Actually, pretty much everyone in Kyoto understood a basic level of English.
Mm-hmm. Kyoto, that really amazing garden we went to just before the tofu dinner.
Oh, the
one where we saw our first actual bloomed tree.
And the tea ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Which didn't really make any sense because they were speaking Japanese, but it was still a cool experience.
Mm-hmm. Tea ceremonies are very deliberate. I don't know who came up with them, but they're anything but efficient.
It's probably something that develops over time. Like, they just keep adding things on, and
yeah,
probably just didn't come up with it all at once. So what was the thing we were going to debate?
What was the thing? Oh, you mean chemistry being the central science? I don't think we need to debate that, because that's already a thing.
It is obviously...
It is obviously the central science.
How can it possibly be more central than math?
I would put chemistry above physics at least.
No, because you need physics to describe chemistry.
Do you?
Do you like drugs?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, well,
drugs?
Me too.
Drugs?
But just because a first-year chemistry textbook makes that claim doesn't mean
that's
you can
exactly
accept chemistry
That's
as a central
exactly
science.
it. Textbooks are very official. Why would they have it as an introductory textbook? Why would
because
they
they're trying to brainwash you from the get-go.
Chemistry,
and you
the
fell
central
for it.
Science. Nah, it wasn't even in my class though. I didn't fall for it. I'm just saying.
Those ideas prevailed throughout your degree.
That was at the end of my degree.
Did you
I wasn't even. I don't think I was even in school. I think I had already graduated when you took it that summer.
Yeah, but it was subconscious.
Okay. Yeah, all throughout my degree, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Gosh, chemistry is just terrible. Truly terrible.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why I got a degree in chemistry.
I'm so disappointed that it's going to be the last final of my undergrad. Dang it, chemistry!
Is it really?
Yes.
Awesome. It is the central science.
It's on the second last day of finals too. It's on the 24th.
Rip.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah. Anyway, are you going to take us out?
Oh, I'm going to take us out. Do we have an outro?
Well, we can talk about that in 2 minutes. I just want to make less editing for myself. Go.
Well, anyways, thank you to our guest Troy for appearing on this
No
special
problem.
episode of the cast.
Yes,
Thanks for having me. I'd love to come back.
Yeah, do come back to Japan. Or I guess wait until I'm in Italy and then we can have a guest again. We'll probably have another guest soon enough.